The economy is not static, it is always changing. Fluctuations in the economy and inflation can have an impact on your business, and this must be anticipated and planned for.
Supply and demand are key principles of economics. Some other key principles that are helpful to understand are risk and return. Business owners need to carefully weigh up the return that they get for the risk that they take in their business.
Marginal benefits and marginal costs. The marginal benefit is the maximum amount a consumer is willing to pay for a product or service, over and above the price of the item or service for sale. Marginal costs, however, is the amount it will cost to add the item or service. When the marginal benefit is greater than the marginal cost, there is a profit.
Opportunity cost. The opportunity cost of a decision is the difference between the cost of doing something and the return that will be gained compared to the best alternative. For example, a small business owner invests money into starting a business. The alternative is interest earned by leaving the money in the bank, which is the opportunity cost.
Sunk costs. Sunk costs are typically the costs that a business owner would incur when starting their businesses or starting a new range of product, opening a new store, or purchasing new machinery.
Some other concepts that entrepreneurs will benefit from knowing about are sharing economies, socioeconomics, economic growth, economic fluctuations. A sharing economy is the sharing of human and physical resources that would otherwise not be used to their fullest extent. An example of a sharing economy is when an external accountant is used for accounting activities, or an asset owned by a business can be rented to another.
Ethics, norms, and social behavior have an impact on how consumers spend their money. Socioeconomics is a branch of economics that studies these relationships.
Entrepreneurs can find many new opportunities in sectors of the economy which are experiencing growth. As the social economy changes, so new sectors experience economic growth. Some examples are the focus on renewable energy, online digital businesses, and offering home-based services such as hairdressing or laundry services.
Businesses need to be aware of economic fluctuations, which can be short-term or long-term. Short-term fluctuations can be caused by natural disasters, labor unrest, or they can be seasonal. Long-term fluctuations are caused by changes in the economy, which are beyond the control of the business owner.
Interest is the charge made for borrowing money, and it is typically charged over a year. If you borrow money from a bank or a funder, you will be expected to pay an interest amount on the loan, as well as repay the amount that you have borrowed.
Business owners do need to know about outside economic activities which can have an impact on their business, such as inflation, a measurement of the economic status of the country in which you operate. Gross domestic product, GDP, the total value of goods, products and services that are produced within a country during a particular year, which is expressed as a final figure.
Balance of payments, BOP, a statement of all the transactions that individuals, companies, and government bodies have conducted outside of the country in which they operate over a particular period of time. International trade. Exports are goods and services that are produced in one country and sold to another, whereas imports are goods and services that are produced in one country and brought to another.
Foreign currency. Businesses that export or import goods to or from other countries will pay for goods or services in the currency of the country from which they are purchasing, which will be at a different price to the currency in the country where their business is registered. The way that this is measured is using rates of exchange. For example, if someone in India is importing computers from Germany and the cost of the computer is 300 euros, while the rupee to the euro exchange rate is 85, that means that it costs 85 rupees to buy 1 euro. The computer will cost 25,500 rupees. However, if the exchange rate is 80 rupees to 1 euro, the cost will be 24,000 rupees.
Rates of exchange work in a similar manner to prices associated with demand for goods. The greater the demand, the higher the rate of exchange.
Currencies are traded on an exchange market where different national currencies are bought and sold at certain prices, rates of exchange. The purchase and sale of currency is known as currency trade, and the buyers and sellers of currency are banks and other authorized currency dealers.
There are, of course, many factors beyond a business owner's control that have an impact on the business.
Socioeconomic factors, inflation, economic fluctuations, and changing interest rates all play a role in the success of a business. Planning for these will help mitigate any negative effects that they cause.